got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Mike Conley.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniel. Reed is out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1. And for the Nuggets, sharing the wing spots, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point. You know, this could be a preview, Doris, of the Western Conference Finals. Two outstanding teams going right at each other.
Outstanding teams, Kevin, with huge implications on one game. Home court advantage in line for the playoffs. Only one of these teams is going to come out of the West and get to the finals. So, potentially a conference finals preview.
Tip-off goes to Denver. Pass to Jokic. Pass to Porter. Caldwell Pope left side. Just 5 to shoot. Jokic sets the screen for Caldwell Pope. Tries it from 9. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Caldwell Pope.
Jokic so clever at taking advantage in that pick and roll.
Conley, the pass to Reed. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Edwards can't hit. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Now Conley, following the three-point attempt by Aaron Gordon. Passes it to Reed. Over Murray. Reed gets the bucket.
They ran that set to perfection and got a terrific look out of it.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebound.
Now here's Porter. 26 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. 5 on the clock. Gets an open look and hits.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find him.
Here is Edwards. Last game with 30 points. Gobert with the screen for Edwards. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver. Gobert finds Edwards. Now the pass to McDaniels. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
And Doris, here we're looking at Jaden McDaniels' stats. He's clearly been stepping up his game.
He has, Kevin. It's always fun to see a young talent develop their skill set, build real confidence, and Jaden's starting to carve out his space in this league.
Greg, no secret, this Nuggets offense revolves around the 2-time MVP, Nikola Jokic.
And he's the driving force, no doubt. But, Kevin, they've done a good job surrounding him with the right kind of players, guys that can defend, shoot, and play without the ball.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Bounce pass Conley. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Edwards, that's good.
Well, in pick and roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
Murray against Conley. Jokic passes to Murray. Unloads from 13. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Conley against Murray. Conley kicks to Reed. He dishes it to Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Reed misses.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. There's 39 seconds left in the first. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And with Jokic now a Finals MVP and an NBA champion, Greg, he's already an all-time great.
It could go down as one of the greatest players ever. He started to pile up the hardware and awards. Amazing what he could accomplish the next few years.
Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. That's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
Now here's Edwards. Combining around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Here's Warren. And it's Denver with the rebound. Pass to Watson. Here's Strother. A 3-ball. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Timberwolves trail by 3. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Miller. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3. Now here's Edwards. Miller sets a screen for Edwards. A 3-pointer is right on target. Edwards got his second bucket of the night.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that 3-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Watson dishes to Jackson. Feeds it to Watson. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. And here are the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Pass to Brown. Another three for Denver. And the NBA looking to reduce the amount of carrying recently. Seems like GA ball handlers had to adjust.
You know, guards can get away with a lot these days, and it's hard for players and refs to make that adjustment. Ultimately, things need to be kept in check.
So it's Minnesota now. Denver able to drain the three. Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 6. Watson's shot is good. Watson's got his first basket.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Teams changing it up here. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter now. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And the layup's good off the glass. Gobert's got his first 2 points of the night.
Gobert's comfort zone, right? High percentage shots, easy money for Rudy.
And great finishing last season with the #1 seed in the Western Conference. A lot of people still slept on the Denver Nuggets.
And Kevin, they've had great regular seasons before, only to fall short. But with a healthy Murray and Porter Jr., Jokic finally had the help to get it done.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline report.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. Here is Edwards, following the score by Reggie Jackson. 5 to shoot. Conley with the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, Aaron Gordon welcomes the opportunity to be fouled. You cannot be careless with your defense.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And he knocks down the first one.
To me, Aaron Gordon has all the tools you'd want from a player on the rise. Very good establishing chemistry with his teammates, and all the necessary attributes are there to take a big jump.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Watson, he's checked in for Jokic. Michael Porter comes in for Christian Brown. And it's Jamal Murray in for Reggie Jackson. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Now here's Porter, following the miss by Michael Conley. 1:06 left to play in the first half. Murray down low, working on McDaniels, and easy 2 points on the layup.
This offense just continues to impress.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Conley kicks to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Conley. Over Caldwell Pope. Misses off the right iron.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Murray, no good. Timberwolves trail by 14. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Conley surveying the D. Passes it to Reed. And it's in there. Reed's got his second basket of the game.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Nuggets ahead. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-4 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Joined by Mike Malone. Coach, what did you like most about your team's play in the first half?
Well, energy. We were able to get stops, get out and run, and that's the pace that we have to play at. More of the same defense, take care of it, give them one shot, and then get out and run, get out and attack.
You kept them on their heels, Coach. We'll see if that continues. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
You know, right now for Minnesota, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And now talking about our current game, got to be impressed with the big halftime lead for the Denver Nuggets.
You know, they're spreading the defense out with a lot of movement. That takes patience and that takes teamwork, which is the result of strong leadership. Mwah.
I've only seen you chefs kiss food. Well, some of these guys must be doing something right.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the little things, the intangibles, that make a big difference.
No, for sure. And you can tell he enjoys doing those things that sometimes don't show up in the box score.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. From 13, count that one. Edwards got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Timberwolves.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
So much fun indoors to watch Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, three-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
Reed misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Porter dishes to Murray. Down low. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jokic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Here's the screen. And the pass to Reed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Conley. For Murray. Conley's shot is off.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Oh, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking. Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
Here is Edwards, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Edwards with it, now guarded by Murray. Reed misses.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Jokic with this screen on Edwards. Pass to Gordon. And here's Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Outside for Murray. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
And they can't be happy they fouled Murray there in the act. Jamal is lights out at the line.
The Nuggets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And he's good on the first of 3. Jackson, he's checked in for Denver. And he sinks the second. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Timberwolves trail by 18. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jamal Murray had to be patient working his way back to peak form after his ACL injury. Luckily for him, hard work is nothing new. He says, I feel like I got better in the time I was out. I don't overthink when it comes to basketball. If you want to let me shoot, let me shoot. I'm just confident in my game like that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, very confident, right, D.A.? Thank you. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Denver. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, the Timberwolves, a couple spots below.
Well, for the Timberwolves, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
Now here's Gordon. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players' doors to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013, probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Gobert with the block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. To end the drought, drains the three-pointer. Reed's got 7 points in the game.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Gobert against Jokic. Outside Jackson. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
This is it to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Jackson. Conley with a wide open look, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
The pass to Jokic. Yep, that one goes. Jokic has got 6 in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
To the left wing. Conley against Murray. Conley the pass to McDaniels. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam.
The quick feet and hands of Caldwell Pope paying dividends at the defensive end.
Conley the pass to Reed. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. And so it's Denver with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Edwards, and it's Anderson in at the 4-man position. Here's Brown. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic just got his 7th assist here tonight.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Brown, the pass to Jokic. Tries the spin move. No good off the spin.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Kicks to Edwards. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Tipped away. Outside Jackson. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. We had a nice open look right there. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Denver.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Now, Jokic, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Jackson misses. We know that scoring in the league, Doris, has been on the uptick this era. Do you see that trend continuing?
It's hard to imagine, Kevin, that it won't unless the league makes an adjustment to bring a little bit more defense back into play. That is something you've heard Steve Kerr talk about. Have we tilted the scales too much to favor the offense? We'll see what happens.
Denver calls timeout.
All right, everyone, time to make some noise for your one and only Nuggets dance team.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Outside Gordon. Back to Jokic. Dishes to Porter. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Conley finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. over Jokic. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
Jokic with this screen on Conley. Here's Murray. Gobert with the block.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And here's Edwards. Outside Conley. Pass to Reed. McDaniels with the ball. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, you've got to be able to contest. This is a career 37% three-point shooter. You better get out there on Mike Conley.
Murray against Conley. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Takes a three. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got 4 rebounds in this game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nuggets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now here's Edwards. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Reed kicks to McDaniels. Lets the three fly. No good that time. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Murray looking around. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thank you, Nicola. What are you able to do that allows you to impact the game so dramatically?
I don't know what is happening, but I'm playing good. The team is playing good. Like we're kind of clicking and we're playing better and better. Hopefully we're going to continue to play like that.
It is really flowing right now, man. Congrats on another win. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.